Hello and welcome, Cosmic Quantum Travelers. I hope you're doing good. The energies are super extra intense. It's like, wow. So there's so much I want to transmit. I'm not gonna get around to it. I might put this into a two-part series, so to say. I believe the topic, I'm gonna leave it as the heading is your, aka our destiny lies in your hands. And I'm going to do a little like play on that with the picture I'm going to use. Truly, this is all about the totality of the singularity, which is the real revelation, the real truth. That is what is setting everyone free, fully, completely, right now, right here, timelessly, in no time whatsoever. All it takes is a quantum shift, leap within the one consciousness, and it's already truly underway. This is all fully locked in, sealed, playing out. Like nothing can stop this. There are no more cycles. There is no more repeat of the old. Okay, what was has gone. With the 11th, this is so locked in. Nothing can prevent this. As well as there's been a lot of the name that came up, the word that came up today was molasses. It's just a lot of stuck energy because I looked up the word and it actually means because I was thinking of like the cooking terms. It's like a thick, dark, brown juice obtained from raw sugar during the refining process. And then it also is, the slang would be very slow or slowly. So it's like the thought forms, belief systems that have already energetically been purged from the field. All of our fears, doubts, worries, insecurities, all of this false limiting programming, MK Ultra, fear-based, anything that's based in this is not true. That's the main guidance here, okay? Any fears, doubts, worries, insecurities are not true. They're just programming. So know them for what they are. Just feel them, observe them, let go. Feel, observe, let go. Feel, observe, let go. I had to do a lot of deep breathing. Over the last few days, the 72 hours that usually kind of conclude our open group calls and activations wasn't a clear cut. And this video is kind of bringing an end in a way to this, as well as, so I'm being guided to do an activation for the 17th. Which is Wednesday at the usual time, 21:12 p.m. UK time, which will be all about fully awaken your creator self. So all the keys and codes, the blueprints, the reset, it's fully here. This is where the crystalline core is already happening, fully ignites, awakens our own cosmic Christ seed atom, the Tauran cell within it, fully igniting our blueprints, along with the reset of our transduction sequence, birth records, our what we believe to be true, the realities, the history records, the cosmic records we are aligning with are true. All the fallen realities are not true. So the activation on the 17th is really all about fully activating, creating our accessing, merging with fully. This is you fully quantum aligning, leaping, hopping into a parallel version of you that is always already fully ascended, along with all new earth realities. I saw on the 13th, fully coming online, this new divine organic creatrix field, the plasma is taken fully over, overwriting, re-encrypting physical reality in a very tangible, massive, accelerated capacity. These are the crystalline activations. This is the hot and cold. This is the burning off of all that is untrue, misalignments, distortions, inversions within your own consciousness, which is what the reversals are all about. So with the 11th, all the reversals have been fully cleared. This is all the inversions within the one consciousness. It includes black magic. Everything is being declared null and void. All of these false laws, false spiritual laws, false natural laws, like scientific laws of the old false 3D realities, fully declared nil and void. This is where true divine law, natural law, the law of one, fully takes over the dream field. Already done. So fully transcending time, space, gravity, right now, right here. Okay, the cosmic clock has been already reset back to 0 point. The still point, you at one with the great I am, which is what the last activation will really help you with, which was titled Terminating the Simulation. And so we have done it. This is literally you knowing it's all here, and all you need to do is keep aligning yourself with your real, true, real, raw, true, eternal, authentic, natural self. Let go of all the masks, any ego filters. This is where I know this has been resolved. We talked about this more in today's group call, or yesterday's from the 13th. I have been guided to make this available for those who want to access this. We talked about over like 4 hours, 20 minutes roughly. And the access to that, which is usually part of the membership, only tier 2 is right now available, which again gives you access to all the open and closed membership group calls over the last many months. So since I believe at least September, which are like 50 plus calls, many hours. Like it will be at least 150 hours plus of me speaking, reminding you of the real truth, filled with many ascension keys and codes. So again, tier 2 of the membership is still available. I'm very tired. I have to say, this was one of the like hardest cosmic energy updates I ever had to take, ever had to make happen. It's like you're being pushed to the limit. You need to be very resilient right now, very persistent, very laser focused of what we're doing here. Because again, the molasses in the field are these limiting thought forms, belief systems, fears, doubts, worries still lingering in the field that are not real. Anything based in fear is not true. It's not based on truth. You can be shown very harsh truths that only hurt your ego but set your soul free, and they're still based in love. Anyway, so if you want to access the group call from the 13th, that was part of the membership container, so like a closed, so to say, group call. So there is no activation as such, like, as well as all of this was so powerful. Some of it I can touch on today and with the next update, as well as I will never manage to, everything that was shared. Nor do I want to put it into this video or the next one. So truly, if you want to access this, I am offering this at a very reasonable price of 11 euros. So this is over 4 hours of group call, and I know we shared a lot to bring all of this into true coherence. So, and the details from or off, I can't even speak anymore, truly. I'm so tired. And I'm saying this because I know it's coming from within the oneness. I'm just so tired of all of this, of doing this the way we're doing it, of still being here. And I'm sure you all agree, because we know we're not here anymore. Like those of us who, I know I have been already initiated into my Ascended Master Self. We are here to, again, bring us all the way back home, all together as one, nobody left behind, all around the campfire. Until then, we're not fully done yet. As well as you can see, the molasses in the field have been very much down to the false ego self, caught in pride, the mind. And it's like very frustrating. And there is something like righteous anger, as well as you need to fully transcend it to come out the other end. And again, we discussed this at length within this group call, if you want some help with that, of fully finding all remaining forgiveness, reconciliation from within the oneness, bringing everything back to the singularity. Because the main thing we discussed, which was surrounded by off, Again, the details of that call you can access now for 11:11 beneath. It's a replay of over 4 hours of this group call from the 13th. The one open group call for the 17th that will be titled Fully Awaken Your Creator Self. I haven't fully finished yet because I'm very much focused on the light body activations, going deep within. I need all my strength and power, energy, time, focus on that ultimately, as well as I know I still need to keep showing up, although I would rather truly not. Because yeah, it takes everything I have to keep showing up, no matter what. Because naturally, I'm a very introvert person. I like to be private. This is not like, I surely don't need this for my ego. All I need this for is truly like to keep shifting the quantum field and keep getting us all the way there as quickly and as easily as we can, as well as I'm very, very tired. And you don't have a clue how much this takes. And I'm not speaking from poor me, I'm speaking from people really need to get this, what it takes to keep showing up, not hiding, not just doing this behind the scenes, of really putting yourself out there. It takes everything. And you need to really need to leave your ego behind, because that would be standing in the way of you transmitting your real, true, authentic self. Because you know what? I could think of a million things I could do for money to get more followers, more money, whatever, all of that stuff. I'm not stupid. As well as I know I'm supposed to do what I do exactly how I am doing it. It's transmitting the frequency of authenticity, of me speaking from the heart and busting through all of the ego shit. And whatever it takes, within reason, that's what it took, and it took all I had. And this field needs to shift. So the molasses in the field are very much people still undecided what is real truth, what is not, still stuck with their false ego self-pride, but I also know we fully resolved this in today's call. So thank you so much to my mentor and membership container, the Ascended Masterclass container. Because we really like, it's a very unassuming heart-to-heart, soul-to-soul conversations ultimately happening within the dream field, within the oneness, that bring everything into reconciliation, everything into healing. And we truly managed that today, and I can feel it within my whole beingness. And by the end of the call, literally my hands were just full of light, and I still are. Like, we're just becoming fully light, weightless, formless, limitless, and free as we fully shed the false ego self. That's pride, blame, shame, guilt, massively highlighted right now. So what I could see on the 12th happening in my own field was literally letting go of the divine masculine, or the masculine, of like, you can't wait for them to meet you there, so to say, anymore. And this was out of much respect, so much love, because as you wait for anyone to do anything in your life, you keep holding yourself up. The whole field is being held up. It's being in a waiting position. So this is no more waiting. Then I was shown, this is so much connected to the original split of the divine masculine feminine twin flames, the yanas, the priestesses that held the original source codes of creation within the Lemurian timelines when the Anunnakis came in and then invaded and split us apart. So I was shown, and I spoke about this in many different ways, shapes, and forms over the last 2+ years. So anyway, what I was shown is that, so the feminines, so first of all, and I'm speaking about this from within a oneness, energy's principles, it's beyond gender, as well as I could feel what's really reconciling is the original split fully, completely. Any kind of hate against the opposite gender, this original split, which just was massively influenced by that timeline. So basically, especially for those that resonate with the Lemurian Holocaust timeline, I am going to leave a link below from Ascension Glossary on this, but really go beyond that, as always. Take what resonates, leave the rest. It's truly about, like, the masculine basically let in the Anunnaki, the opposition, by being misled by their lies and manipulation. So they let in the invaders. Also, we weren't really prepared in any way, shape, or form for invaders' attacks. So we couldn't have, even if we wanted to, really fight back. So we were like, yeah, hey, come, you know, we're going to offer you DNA rehabilitation programs. We, you know, take care of you. So to say, where the feminine could feel, no, this is no good news, didn't listen to the feminine wisdom because there was already a split, which even brought in the invasion, okay? Which is, again, at the core of the whole split is like, as you split the androgynous form into masculine and feminine, us all into different bodies, there's just a natural psychosis that had to play out within the one consciousness, because it's very hard to integrate the oneness within the many and the many within the one. And again, these truths which are arising as the collective awakening right now are beyond the words, and I know I'm speaking them in a very energetic form, more than the words I could ever use. Because again, as soon as we use words, we create separation, you, me, us, them, past, present, future, pairs, opposites, right, wrong, good, bad. So it brings in separation, but I always do try through the magic of words to transcend the words and that separation. Anyway, it's a both ends. So back to Lemuria. So the masculines let the opposition in. There was already a split. There was already distrust. There was already the masculine feeling less than the feminine. And the envy, the competition, the jealousy was already in the field between the families, between the masculine and feminine, because once you are in opposite bodies, although ultimately you should know yourself as one, the separation crept in, which is part of the illusion. So the masculine feeling less than the feminine. So he then needs to overpower her, or he feels less than. It's like either one or the other, okay? Again, I'm speaking more in symbolism, like you would try and like transmit certain virtues, stories, like learnings through a story, but it's beyond, you know, the roles being played in a field. Anyway, so then the Anunnaki were basically, okay, this is not enough. You know, natural DNA upgrades, rehabilitation programs. We're just going to take your women and we're going to basically breed with them hybrid Anunnaki children, which are going to take over the world for a short amount of linear time. You need to bring a lot of like sarcastic black humor into this. Really, it sees you all the way through. The same as the word fuck really keeps me sane, okay? Like in German, we call it Galgenhumor. So you need a lot of that to make it all the way through, because your higher self literally laughs your head off over all the things we take so seriously, as well as it understands its human condition. Anyway, so back to the Lemurian Holocaust. So basically the Anunnaki were then, okay, we're going to take the women, and the women were basically saying, so the ancient priestesses who were carrying these keys and codes for creation basically knew they needed our keys and codes in order to breed their own Anunnaki hybrid children. And they would have done it one way or another. And the option was to save the masculine, our divine counterparts, by going willingly to Nibiru for these forced breeding projects, which caused basically this whole hybridization trauma within the feminine collective consciousness. Okay, we all hold this. So it's basically this whole rape theme, which has been massively clearing. And the abuse of the feminine womb energies, creation energies, sexual energies, all of that stuff. So the feminine basically, okay, we're going to go with you as long as you spare our masculines, because they could see, like if they would even say no, they would still be taken and they would be killed anyway. So at least this way there was a plan or a way that the masculine would rise and rescue them. So I know from many of my timelines, and it's very much connected to this core trauma, it's like the feminine waited and waited and waited, and the masculine never came. And then it appeared to me on the night of the 12th that she cannot wait for the masculine to rescue her, because she rebirths all of creation and we're caught in a dream. So her waiting, again, we're talking from within the oneness symbolically, most of all, waiting for the masculine to come and rescue her, show up, claim her, is a false expectation, because you can never do it, because she is the one who is literally putting him back together. So let's think about the story of Isis and Osiris. Whatever you think of this, I don't literally care what happened, okay? This is about a story I'm telling for the lessons to be taught or transmitted. It's what did she do? She went all over Egypt to collect his pieces. So it's like the feminine heart recollecting the masculine mind, like the pieces of our mind, the fragmentation, all this discord, all of this insanity, putting it back together, putting the masculine back together. She rescues him. It's not the other way around. So this is what we're getting wrong. Because again, what I've been saying all along is like the feminine principle rebirths all. So the masculine right now, because the feminine has already embodied a masculine, like most feminines had to be a man as well as a woman. And the masculine had to integrate his feminine. He is really here to return true love, what it really means, that frequency. She is here to return the true divine masculine principle, the mind, the God mind. It's like this opposite mirroring experience, integration. And again, we're all of this, as well as we're now supposed to, as we fully integrate all of this, the masculine and the feminine within our own, whether it's male or female bodies, as well as return to our more true essence, so the feminine more into her receptive beingness, not so much the doing, making everything happen for us and, you know, everything at once, whilst the masculine is hiding. And again, he hid because he felt responsible and guilty for, first of all, falling for the lies and the deception. And then he doubled down and blamed the feminine for it, because her being taken, being raped, and like force breeding Anunnaki hybrid children, like he declared her a harlot, a prostitute. Does this remind you of any story? Like as if she asked for it. Now, I was shown a long time ago, from within the highest oneness, we have all co-created this all as one. So there are no victims here. So from the highest perspective, the feminine allowed herself to be raped in the name of love. Didn't ask for it, didn't want it. She allowed it to happen because she knew it was necessary in order for all DNA to be fully mixed, for us to come out the other end, and for all beings now to be able to be the true ascended masters of their own reality, creating their own paradise, and not just a few of us, and then a few of us abusing that power and enslaving humanity. We came to return what it means to be the true guardians of all new free worlds. As you fully remember, you hold the blueprints of reality. You no longer let any outside force talk in your ear, take you off course of your truth. You need to re-earn your power, your gifts, your abilities. Are you going to use it for the good of all? Are you going to abuse it? Are you just going to sit on it? Are you not going to share it? Are you not going to speak the truth? Like, this is where everybody needs to fully fucking rise. I am tired, really fucking tired of shining, of rising. And I still, like, it's literally like, I know the forever holiday is here. It's just like the molasses, the false ego self in the field that has been holding us up, as well as I understand that I just had to let go at a deeper level of my resistance to that and judgment. Because what is beyond, beneath the false ego and false pride, which makes no sense to the soul, it's just stupid, is the guilt and the shame of the masculine, again, guilty, ashamed of allowing the feminine to be raped, for them to let in, so to say, from within the oneness, because we're all one here. That's the whole point. Allowing, not safeguarding, not protecting the feminine by falling for the lies and manipulation, and then doubling down and blaming her for, you kind of asked for this. And because this was a huge point within the masculine feminine divide of like losing all, this was massive betrayal and not trusting one another. This is the divide and conquer technique of the opposition, but it originates within the one consciousness, and it starts with fears, doubts, worries, projecting shit onto one another and not owning our crap. And then paranoia sets in, and this is where you get all of this shit kind of reality. Truly, you need to go right back to the beginning, where it started, and it's in your own mind. So this is all about you fully stepping into your creator power. And I will post the details for the open group call and activation for the 17th over the next 24 hours roughly. But it's already in the field. So keep a lookout for that. And I'll probably make one more video. I mean, again, I just like see all of this massively change physically. It is all to be turned off. Not waiting for no call, especially now. But we keep going until we're fully there, all of us. Because I can't fully rest until we're all fully there. That's just that. Because we're all one here. We sure can't. So as one ascends, we all ascend. Be happy for one another. No more envy, jealousy, competition, especially between the masculine and feminine. As the masculine fully, he needs to rebirth himself fully through the feminine. He cannot do that thinking he can ascend through his mind. He cannot do that. Your heart needs to lead. Everyone needs to be rebirthed through the feminine principle. There's just no way around that. If you cannot bow down before her, all hope is lost. Shukunasa. So this is truly where the divine masculine now, as the feminine fully lets go of any kind of blame energy, understands this is happening, because she ultimately is responsible also for allowing herself to let go of her power, because so this was the solution. So how are we going to resolve this all? So it's like different parts of you, especially if you resonate with this timeline. Part of you is stuck, whether you're the masculine and stuck because they were then enslaved. Many of them died, the same as the women, just on different planets, so to say. And us fully realizing, first of all, their contact, which is mainly telepathic, sharing one telepathic consciousness field, having rebuilt this, because in many twin flame relationships, it will be like literally the other person is living in your head rent-free, and it's really annoying at times. And yeah, you can regulate it to certain extents, as well as, you know, you can't fight, which is already inside of you and part of you. So it's the both end. Anyway, there are many nuances to this, many forth and backs. But truly, so what was shown to me is how do we resolve this? It's the masculine and feminine, and this is already what has happened, because we've been going back in time to see, okay, what has happened in this reality where it's like people whispering into our ears, you know, putting doubt into our minds, putting us against one another, again, the divide and conquer between families, divine counterparts. I mean, in so many ways, shapes and forms. And again, it all comes back to our own doubts, fears, various insecurities, our wounds and trauma. So once they are healed, like no one can fuck with your field anymore. This is what this is all about, truly. So again, back to the divine counterpart. So just imagine parts of you, okay, parallelly, because all of these like fallen timelines, realities, past, present, future, have been fully resolved, are being dissolved quantum style within the cosmic mother's womb. But it's coming up in your consciousness reality in some way, shape, or form for you to fully heal and release this. So all you ultimately need to do is like feel it, observe it, let it go. Feel it, observe it, let it go. Feel it, observe it, let it go, because it's just purging energy from your morphogenetic field, okay, for all to heal. Then it's also you doing timeline repair work. It's like you basically calling back these pieces which are stuck in these enslavement, like very real enslavement situations. So let's say the masculine divine counterparts are still parts of them, in parallel realities, and their multidimensional selves are caught up in this enslavement reality, literally caught in chains, in subservience to the Anunnaki. And the feminine somewhere on Nibiru, about to die, and, you know, dying in grief, waiting for the masculine who's never turning up, and I lost all contact, where we've lost all contact telepathically, because they put this, you know, the opposition, the doubt, the mistrust between us. But this is what we've been rebuilding. So no matter how much we tried to separate us from our divine counterpart, it's been a frequency resonance. As we are returning to our real true self, our real true power, we are automatically being magnetized back to our true soul family, true divine counterparts. And again, this exists between time and space. So you're just projecting parts of your consciousness into these different timelines, realities that are parallel existing simultaneously right now. There's only now, ever only now, until you fully close these timelines down, as you fully heal the trauma, as you bring all of these pieces back. This is why it's so important to feel everything. But you don't feel it. You feel it, observe it, let go. Everything that needs to be shown to you, known, will be known in the space of emptiness, of no mind. Okay, especially now. Don't look for problems, problem solving, none of this. No. Keep emptying, keep into the oneness. Everything is known from here. So the solution that was shown to me is that we've already rebuilt this telepathic contact. Okay, this is what this new cosmic emerald and crystal diamond rosette network is all about. Also with the 12th or the 13th, on the 13th, I saw like this huge plasma field coming fully online, the new divine organic creatrix field, it's fully here, as well as the new green screen is fully online now. So this ultimately allows you, it's like the false matrix has been fully blitzed, fully blank wiped. You need to understand any old stuff that's coming up right now. It's just old shit coming up to be cleared, be observed, felt, let go of, for you to fully clear it from your DNA blueprint. There are no more cycles, no more going back, no more. This is done. You just need to keep holding the field, needing to look within, as well as there's just this heaviness lifting right now of this false ego self fully dissolving. And you just need to see it for what it is. The quicker we can all get there, the quicker we get there and can be done with this already. Any fucking moment now. So, as the telepathic communication between the twin flames has already been rebuilt, and there was a big letting go of, and that was confirmed by someone in my membership, and the masculine, which was really good just to see that contrast of, he could see the feminine was fully letting him go, because yeah, you can't wait anymore for nothing, for no false ego self of anyone to get this, especially, okay? And you just need to, again, as you let go, everybody's freed. So, because I know there's been a big pressure onto the masculine as well, to like, is he gonna rise? Is he not gonna rise? You know, this kind of thing. And it's like, the feminine had to fully let go of any remaining blame, pressure, putting this onto him for the field to fully shift, because it's, again, it's a happening. It's not just one person. Like anything you feel is not just you, not just yours, it's collective, as well as you have all the power to keep shifting everything. Again, we went more into this in this group call that you can access below in the description box via my Ko-fi link. So what I was shown is right now, what you need to do is the feminine within us all, and it's really the masculine for them, because it's already been communicated in the field, but I was shown I needed to do this video to further anchor this in today, now. So imagine your part, because we're all part of this, the original twin flames, the feminine on Nibiru, forced breeding, traumas, about to die, giving up on her masculine, like literally, it's not about giving up, it's letting go. No longer waiting for the masculine to rescue her, as she remembers, she holds all the fucking power. But it's ultimately them together. So as they telepathically connect and remember their oneness, that the feminine and the masculine were never separated at the first place, that we're dreaming all of this. They're fully awakened from the dream. It's like you are in chains because we're still in this false fear matrix. We're all like still in this enslavement system, as well as, you know, you're no longer part of it, because you are fully freeing yourself now from within your own mind, from the false enslavement matrix. See it more symbolic than anything else. So you're cutting off the chains, you're fully freeing yourself from in all these pieces of you, multidimensionally, still stuck in these enslavement places, so to say, or in any kind of weird multidimensional areas, fallen timelines, okay? You're retrieving them all the way back as you lock all of these pieces up, as you get the big picture, and truly understand all we have to do right now is waking up. Like you're waking up, all of these multidimensional pieces still stuck somewhere, fully to remembering you're dreaming all of this. All you need to do right now is the masculine, feminine, heart, mind, fully in alignment, remembering we are dreaming all of this. It literally just takes as it doesn't matter what situation you're in, if you change to some in a freaking cellar, you fully going deep within, lighting up your light body right now, fully freeing yourself from within the fear matrix is what literally is going to shapeshift your realities. Because this is where the eternal spirit body fully takes over. This is where real true miracles are going to happen through us. And I have many plans for us on how we're going to take this further and making real magic happen in a really tangible, physical way. And again, we're going to start this with the Corner 17. And we really already did. Ushukunata. But very specifically, we're going to play with the dream field. So this is where the fun really starts, as well as you just need to allow the rest of this heaviness to fully lift. You just, because I know as I spoke about this, what I was shown about this Lemurian timeline, what needs to be done, what has been still in the field, it was resolving in the field, it was projected back to me through that member in my membership container, because he could see the feminine basically saying, I'm letting go and saying goodbye to him. And he could understand that literally as she let go, like he was freed of the guilt and the shame he was still holding at a deeper level, although he's seen it before. But again, we need to keep doing it until we're fully done. I mean, how many times did we think we are done? You know, and then we realize a little bit further along the way, we're not fully done because something else gets triggered. And that's why you need to embrace the triggers, because the triggers are literally what gets you there, because they keep coming around until you're no longer triggered. And I know we're done with this. This is it. The final war between the divine masculine and feminine has been fully resolved. No more blame, shame, guilt. This is now full reconciliation of the one cosmic family, which is what I'm all about, so to say, which is what reconciles, heals us all. Okay, it's a return of real truth, us really remembering what truly happens, no longer projecting, reflecting out, giving our power away, none of this, retrieving all of this. Again, I'm going to go more into this in my next update, as well as the group call on the 17th. I'm going to post the details on this as soon as I can. So keep an eye out, as well as I try to make another update, as well as really all I'm looking forward to right now. All my energy really mostly needs to be in going deeper within the self, lighting up the light body. As I light up mine, I light up yours, especially those within the membership container are very much connected to my field, and those within the group calls. And again, these are collective activations. Yeah, we're all part of it. But yeah, keep an eye out if you're interested in this, as well as I'm just keep tuning into really, like, because I know this has been very hard the last few days, because you need to remember you're going right back to the start, right back to the point of inception of the invasions, and need to push all the way back and literally clear and heal your whole morphogenetic field right now from within the oneness. So as you keep healing your field, working with it, really bullseye, turn your attention away from the outside. I'm just going to say one more thing, which is more like the ABCs of manifestation. I have so many notes and I can't share it all now, which would be thoughts create matter. Okay, thoughts matter, literally. Thoughts, words, that's how we create. This is why they matter. And again, we can say a lot of things. What people are actually transmitting, embodying, that's what really truly counts. Okay, beyond the words we're speaking. Because the imposters are expert in reversing, inverting what they're speaking about and actually manifesting the opposite. So it's a both end, yeah? Whatever we focus upon, we help co-creating. This is how you feed your life force energy, which is your true new earth currency, towards things. Again, what is your wealth? It's ultimately you sell your time, your energy to an employer or people to give you money in return for your time, energy, your wisdom, the expertise that you hold, that you worked hard for, okay? So this is your currency, always will be. Your time, your attention, your life force. What are you feeding it to? This is what you have co-creating. Now, beyond that, don't be afraid to look at anything. The things you don't kind of want to see and see that they are part of the false matrix and you want to dissolve already, just hold them within neutrality. See them for the falsity, the false realities that they are. This is how you also dissolve them, okay? And the third, whatever we resist, persist. So whatever you fight, resist, run away from, you keep feeding, because you can't see it as part of yourself. You haven't integrated aspects of within the oneness, have come back to true wholeness and dissolved all the illusions of separation within. This is why, again, your hologram will keep triggering you until you have resolved it all. Okay? So whatever you're resisting, you're ultimately feeling. So stop fighting it. From the highest level, the God self, you remember. You have created all of this. You remember why we have created this all for. We have mixed all of this DNA, all of this forced breeding traumas for all now to have access to create their own paradise, not just a few creating reality and abusing their power and or what otherwise, you know what I mean? But it's like each one of us now really truly being able to become ascended masters if you put in the work. All right, I think I will leave it here. Again, so many more notes I will share some other time, at least some of them. So truly, this is the true return of the second coming of the Christ, which is crystalline consciousness, which is real truth, and it's just arising from within us now, because you can't transmit this in words. It's going out in the field. This is also what I'm focusing on, beyond light body activations, going deep within, focusing on this, not being distracted by all of this interference trying to be thrown at us, weakening our fields. It's not, you need a lot of resilience, a lot of perseverance to just make it through those points where you just need to keep holding the field. Like, I know it's all here, it's nothing to force. There's just like, because there was even like, squeezing out yesterday already, although this is already a squeeze as well. But, at certain times, just I can't do this anymore because I just need to keep pulling back and reserve as much energy or keep balancing it out to keep bringing us all home and focusing on the inner work, as well as I know I need to keep showing up, making these updates, because I know they keep quantum shifting the field massively. I know my power. I know that what I speak here is being massively, powerfully anchored into the quantum field. And again, thank you so much for anyone who likes, shares, subscribes, comments, helps this channel along for other people to also reach these messages. Also, on a side note, just in case you're wondering, like, my channel isn't monetized, so I don't know how this properly works, but I've seen it before, like, you watching any adverts doesn't give me nothing, okay? I haven't got this monetized for several reasons, but mainly just to be able to speak my truth and not being worried about being double-checked, so to say. Anyway, so thank you all so much for anyone for a donation. Thank you so much for supporting my work. And again, sorry also for anyone I haven't, can't come back to. Again, messages, anything, I constantly feel guilty for not doing more, as well as I know I give so fucking much all the time. There's no more I can squeeze out. It's like the both end, as well as, I just really want to do all the things that bring us closer together and that are fun and us interacting. And I also see one way or another, this next group call will be the last, the way it is, because one way or another, things are changing. We're going to be doing this in person. We're going to be changing it up, because next to the squeezing and, just the imbalances in the field as there has been, this hasn't been as much fun as it could be, as well as I'm doing this truly from the heart. I couldn't change what I'm doing if I wanted to. It's again happening through me, as well as this needs to be more fun, because this has been too much squeezing and pushing through. And I really I just want to be on my forever holiday already. I know we all are. And just enjoy, make this, like, these updates in a different way, shape, form happening, especially, in the physical. And I know this is what is next, because we need to be together with our soul family tribes to really truly heal ourselves. This is what truly heals. Because we were separated, our energy fields, as they fully merge, and I keep seeing for the last 10, 20 minutes, this whole scene from the last Matrix movie, as Neo and Trinity touch their hands, it's kind of this whole false matrix disappears. So all we have left to do is fully awaken from the dream within the dream, let go of all resistance, empty your mind. A state of no mind gets you there truly within that stillness. Everything is known. So we now fully awaken from the dream within the dream. It was never really real to begin with. It's literally, like I said with my group, it's like you're taking off a headset, you know, these new kind of futuristic series or movies where you have like, you get a headset and you literally like, you feel you're there in that other reality. You know, you can feel, touch, taste, everything. This is where we're at. It's like your higher self had put on a headset and you have a restrictive view of your DNA blueprint of all that you are, your whole expression. And now you're going to take this off and, so to say, put on the multidimensional headset, because the new blank screen, so to say, is here. All you need to do is keep letting go of any fears, doubts, worries, insecurities. They're not based in real, true reality. Keep knowing them for what they are. See through the illusions. Keep letting them go in neutrality. And we're there fully already, really physically, tangibly. Like, it's all here energetically. We just need to keep fully aligning our mental, emotional, spiritual, mental, emotional, physical bodies with that. Again, it's mostly over the mind, because the mind projects out matter. This whole universe, it's just imagined. Your own body is your highest quantum technology. Okay, you need nothing outside of you. Everything you need, you want, you already are. You can project out your light body fully activated, is fully eternal. You can regrow limbs, fully heal yourself. I mean, this is your fully healed state, body, mind and soul. Because again, the mind inverted is what creates dis-ease, illness. But when you feel this, when it's coming up, it's your body already healing. It's just, again, everything is upside down here. So again, I speak more about this some other time. I need a rest. Remember, imagine yourself, you're playing a video game. Take off the fucking helmet right now, okay? It feels real, but it really isn't. It's just, it's like, they say in the Matrix, you know, it's your mind giving out signals and you think this is really real. It's just still a hologram. As you fully return to your real true self, your original innocence, essence, natural state of beingness, core energy, signature frequency, you're projecting out real true reality, which is organic, real true reality. This is like right now, the auroras, the plasmas fully overwriting, re-encrypting reality. You are shape-shifting reality from the inside out. So this is all about right now, right use of power, the mind, your imagination. This is your true creator self coming fully online. So again, keep an eye out for the activation group call on the 17th. And this will be all about really digging deeper into that theme, becoming a really conscious, intentional co-creator right now, using your mind in a really powerful, beneficial way on behalf of the all, really reclaiming the dream field, your realities, your own paradise on earth. As well as, again, access the activation we did in a group call from the 13th. If you want to, feel called to. There are over 4 hours of replay where I go into all of this a lot more. That will help you, again, to heal, balance, clear, harmonize, upgrade, activate your whole morphogenetic field, as all of my work truly does. So again, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for doing the hard work. Again, I'll post again as and when I can. Feel guided to have the energy. And again, it truly is, make a lot of space right now to receive these upgrades, downloads, the shifts and changes, the new navigational tips, instruction sets, unfolding, us fully aligning with our new Earth, new Ascension Earth coordinates in a really physical, tangible way right now. Big, massive shifts and changes. Big, massive shifts, changes happening, unfolding through us now. As we deeply shift, truly from deep within, reality shifts in response. As we align, all aligns. It's all about your alignment. This is real, true, lasting shifts and changes in reality, for good, for real, forever. In a really tangible way. Okay, so let's make it so. Again, details are below if you want to. Thank you so much love, so many blessings. Take care of yourself. Keep listening to your heart. Keep listening to your guidance. This is really, truly what leads you all the way home. You need to let your divine feminine guide you. You can't do this without you. You really, truly can't. Okay? All right, I'll leave it here. So much love. Bye, bye, bye.